All right, y'all, welcome back to another video. This is for the Funding Desk 100K account challenge. We have a $3,000 end of day drawdown on this account. Doing okay, I would say. Yeah, our losers a little bit double our winning trade. So I can drill down into that and see what's happening. Total profit on the account, $93. That's about after 5 days of trading. We're winning more than we're losing. Today we won more trades, 13-3. We added to winners, so the number isn't accurate. Profit factor of 1. And best percentage of total profit, 281. That's interesting. I'm not sure if that's true because we have 263, 215, 121, and 50. So anyways, that's what we're looking at. It says 16 trades. We didn't actually take 16 trades though. We had some accounts where we added, but overall we made some good decisions. We had some momentum scalps. I'll take you through what we had for trades. Let's pull up the trade history for the day. Let's sort for today. And we took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 trades. That's more accurate. So a couple of these were momentum scalps in the range too. I'll tag them later, but pretty good day of trading. Momentum scalps, we can kind of go into it. Essentially, saw that this is where we entered. Saw that ADX and was high enough, over 20. We had aggressive buying dominance. We were above some VWAPs and price was moving up. This was our last trade. And we basically took it. Momentum scalp, ADX over 20, DMI buyer in control, aggressive buyer stepped in. Had a couple conflicting signals. We have a red Ichimoku cloud here. And a red moving average above our green. These are 20 and 25 days. They kind of balance each other out so that they work together. When the green's above the red, that's a buy signal. When the red's above the green, that's a sell signal. So we entered with 5, exited with 5. That was the size, and then we added some tags to it. We let the winner hit our target. Stop loss respected. It was a New York session trade, and we were trending up on that trade. And next, obviously, we took another momentum scalp where we entered. I don't think it was this one. It's hard to see here, but same idea. It was a $58 winner. This was prior to hitting the profit target, but we actually hit our profit target up here. We had our stop down here. And again, we had momentum. We were above the point of control, so it was a safe trade. And we let the winner hit the target without moving it. And we also, if we wanted to add another one in here, we fixed stop loss, respected. And we entered with 5 MNQ for this trade. Moving on down, we had another momentum scalp where we saw buyers. We had a pullback, and then we saw buyers step in, and we jumped on the train right around here, and then we hit our target and then jumped off the train. So another one, higher lows. We were making higher lows here. So I started to see this trend develop. We're starting to make this uptrend. Basically, I treat this as a pullback. And then we hit our target and exited because we were still kind of chopping around as well. So let the winner hit the target. risk defined pre-entry, and let's say emotionally neutral. We just took the trade, saw an opportunity, and went with the momentum. You could also see CVD here was moving up. So those are our momentum scalps. That we had a breakout continuation trade that we took. Break of structure of a key level. So back here we broke a key level here. You can see it right here. And we jumped in after the structure was broken. We had a strong Ichimoku cloud, ADX above 20. We had a buy signal on our moving average averages indicators. We were above all the VWAPs that I have anchored, and DMI buyers were in control. So we took that, and you can see how we had control there, and we just rode it up and then hit our target and rejected almost immediately. Range rejection. So this was earlier in the day. We re-entered on a bullish buyers taking over. So we tried to take this twice, I guess. This was our first. Which one was our first one? This was our. I think we exited early here. We saw the momentum go down. I think we exited early. We may see that on the next trade. And we re-entered once we saw buyers step back in right here, and we start to see the ADX slope up. I would say that this probably wasn't the best entry now because we entered. So let's add, now that I see this, traded near the POC. So that's not the best thing. But we added to this trade as we started moving up with momentum and moving away from the POC, right? So we got up here, we added to it. And that's why our trade looks like we have more. We added 3-4 times, which made trade count look a lot larger than it is. But yeah, we hit our target. Once we hit it, it rejected pretty hard, as you can see. And we got out. Have another similar. This is the one where we got out early. It rejected back down and we just exited. Because we didn't like what we saw. And very small profit. We could have taken profit up here, but our target was up here. It rejected on us. We kept watching it. I should have probably got out right at this indecision candle, but I held a little bit too long. I'm getting better at determining that. We're basically taking it back up to the VWAP up here. You can see the hard rejection. So a couple big losers. Break of structure to the upside. Essentially, we broke this high. Entered on the pullback and stop placed below the swing low. We ended up getting stopped out on this. So probably not the best entry because sellers were in control and we didn't wait. It probably wasn't the best entry. So we took a chance, and we'll review this a little bit later on the chart. Had another breakout trend continuation where we broke structure here and we entered after we closed with a strong green candle, and it ripped down on us and wicked and stopped us out. So momentum shift, stop hit, pretty hard wick. And then I believe it's, yeah, that was that. So those were our big trades. That's those NQ wicks. I don't know if I oversized on this actually, because I've been sizing at 5. And I don't think my stop was too wide either. So I guess a good tag was fixed stop loss respected. Next trade, 156. This was a range edge rejection fade. Oh, let's get out of there. Guess I don't have a picture for this. We were at the bottom of the range. Probably, I believe we were near the previous day low. Strong bounce, 3 bar, 2 bar reversal. Took price back up to the VWAP or VMA, WMA signal line and resistance wall exited promptly. So we're looking at it on book map too. So good trade. So we exited early. Sentiment shift. So that's a good sign. And again, this was New York session. And we were in chop at this point. We had a pretty big loss here, 8:25 a.m., which was 10:25 Eastern. Continuation after a strong move up. ADX and DMI were up. However, price rejected fast and took out the wider stop we set. So I guess we're setting our stop too wide. Say stop widen. I didn't move it. I just made it wider. So lots of red on this. Held too long, stop too wide. I guess they're pretty similar in nature. This was a 5-minute trade, so I wouldn't say I held it too long. I think I just had my stop too wide. And we had a couple more small trades. Not going to go over that one. It's just in and out. Obviously, we don't have a trade setup, so that's also a bad sign. So I probably just entered because I saw price action. So they're probably price action, momentum scalp type trades, or I just, yeah, never a good sign if I don't have a setup here. So that's something to note. Pivot zone extension trade. We essentially took it and wicked and our profit. You can see where we hit the sell wall before it returned back down. Same thing here. We almost hit it. We closed out a little bit early because often we hit it rejects pretty hard through the zone that we're targeting. That's its blue zone in this case. I see that quite often. So we took our profit. Let me see what I said here. Added to a winner here. Sorry. So we added and then pivot zone above, all kinds of good signals here for this one. Exited 2 ticks early. Sell wall book map. So let's add a tag here. Early exit sentiment shift. Good trade. Lastly, we had a session VWAP bounce. Trend continuation. Session VWAP bounce 2000 tick chart. ADX 39. Steep slope up. We had moving average buy signal above cloud DMI plus. Close above. I think we were just at the end of it, so we just took it at the end of it. We were too late. And then rejected and stopped us out, even though we still had a little bit of momentum. So I don't know if our stop was too narrow there. Exited ADX, WA, signal line crossed, ADX. Okay, so we exited early. Good loss, early stop, sentiment shift. So that's what happened. I just got out of it. I didn't like what I saw and I just got out of it. Uh, so we were in some chop there too. So no, we weren't in chop. We were actually um, probably at the top of the chop zone. So I would say, yeah, that was in chop. All right, so that was our day. And looking at our stats, we are profitable on the account, 64% win rate, max drawdown 10%, consistency a little bit low. Current drawdown $144, win rate 64%. I like what I see. That's today 97. Okay, this isn't taking into account. This is crazy. I don't see how we're down when. Let's look at, maybe it's looking at Sunday night. Let's go back to the platform. It's kind of weird. So we're up. Oh, and I think some of these trades that I took were actually on a practice account, so that's kind of weird. This shows that we're up today, 263. So I think those stats are a little bit skewed. Not sure why that is, but yeah, we're up for the day. We didn't lose money today. It says all time. Total P&L minus 97. Oh, okay, I see what's but we're above. So we're $93 in the profit. So these stats aren't mixing. These stats aren't matching up 100%. I wonder if it's accounting both of my wonder if that's accounting both of my accounts. Oh, it is. Okay. Just looking at my active account. There we go. Now we know why. The 283, much better. So win rate 72%, cumulative P&L 263, current drawdown 0, top setups range edge rejection. So we got a good range trade, we got a good scalp trade, and we have a good pivot extension trade. So let winners hit target. We're winning the most. New York session, obviously early stop sentiment shift, protecting our wins, and all of our trades have come on MNQ, which I'm excited about. And we took 11 trades today. The other ones, I guess, actually less than 11, 10, 9, 8. We took less than 11. So some of those trades that we looked at were on a practice account. That's the problem that you saw there. Trade history on the active account: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11 trades. So good number. I'm happy with the results. That's it for this video. That's where we're at. Until next time.